Hello and welcome back to the channel. Andy here, and welcome back to part 3 of Porsche Month. It is the continuation of the classic cars in Motorsport series, and we are looking at the third iconic Porsche racing car. We've had a look at the Carrera 911, where the 911 racing side of things started begun, and we've looked at the 91730 Can-Am Monster last week out in Assetto Corsa. This week we're looking at the Group C beast that is the 962C. Obviously a very famous race car, the 962, and one of the most dominant cars between it and its predecessor, the 956. And the 962 itself was launched in '84 as a replacement for the very successful 956. The 956 won Le Mans in 1982, 1983, 1984, and as a privateer team in 1985 as well. In '82 they done a 1-2-3 with a 956. They took a 1-8, all the places from 1-8 in '83, and a 1-7 in '84, along with a 1-2 privateer in '85. The 962 you're looking at on screen would also go on to have success at Le Mans in both 1986 and 1987, and also in 1994 with a privately run Dower 962, as it was called. It was based on they made a road-going version of this thing, believe it or not, to exploit a rule, basically loophole. And that allowed them to bring the car in again. The car was designed mainly, the 962 was designed mainly to comply with the IMSA rules, but it did also race under Group C in Europe, which is where it gets obviously the Group C moniker from. It won the World Sports Car Championship in '85 and '86. It won IMSA GT in '85, '86, '87 and '88, and it won the All Japan Sports Prototype Championship from 1985 all the way through to 1989. And it was still winning races as a privateer car run by privateer teams in IMSA all the way into the 90s as well, so it had quite a long lifespan, the 962, and if you take the 956 in as well, even longer. 3 litre twin turbo flat six, around about 650 to 700 horsepower, turbo boosting its way through, 5-speed gearbox. And obviously, although it was in the 956, the famous part, especially about this blue and white version of the car, is the Nurburgring lap record, by Stefan Bellof, which was a 6 minutes 11.13 that he set in the mid-80s. So we're going to try and replicate that again here today, but we're going to do it in 2 parts. We have both Project Cars 2 and Assetto Corsa. I'm going to let you watch through the videos of both of them without me commentating over, and I'll jump back in at the end. Enjoy the side-by-side. So that was the lap of both cars, both the same car around the same track across Project Cars 2 and Assetto Corsa, and you can see that within Project Cars 2 much quicker. There's just a lot more grip within Project Cars 2 in comparison to AC. Lap time on Project Cars 2 was a 6 minute 12.6, so we failed to beat Bellof's record by about half a second roughly. Sorry, not quite half a second, sorry, about a second and a bit, so we were nearly there. But you notice that in the AC it was a 6:42.5, and I do know that the PC lap record in AC is around about 6 minute 14.616, so it's not the easiest game. The difference I found is that you have to be more precise, more relaxed with AC. You've really got to take it easy, whereas in Project Cars 2 you can really hang it out a bit more, really fire it into the corners, even with the assists off in these cars, obviously, to do it as if they were factory spec. It is still an extremely fun car to drive in both, but Project Cars 2 just got a lot more grip, where you can just chuck it in. You've got a lot more belief that the car is going to stick, whereas in AC you need to be a bit more methodical about it. You need to think about it. The turbo lag not quite as bad. There was a good number of mistakes in both laps, especially though in AC I did make quite a few errors during the lap, so not the cleanest lap times, but it does mean that these cars are now the top of the lap time list. I'll put that in the description down below. But that is it for week number 3. The next week we will have the final week of Porsche month, and we're going to bring us right up to date with their latest Le Mans prototype, which was the 91913 back-to-back Le Mans victories, and obviously cements Porsche's reputation as the most winning manufacturer in Le Mans history. So that's going to be the next one. We take that around the green hell next week. Join me for that if you are new to the channel as well. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you're notified whenever I put a video live. It's not just these kind of classic stuff. I've got race reviews from F1 as well, coming up in a moment on the screen if it's not already there. Will be a link to my latest race review, which was for the Chinese Grand Prix, the 1000th Formula 1 World Championship event. Go and have a look and see what my thoughts were on that race. The other video is a recommendation to something that suits yourself based on my channel, and you'll also see the subscribe button for this channel and also to TTTV, which is where I do some commentaries during the week as well. We're my affiliation with TT Gaming Esports, so do check them out and subscribe also to them. But thanks very much. Subscribe, like, comment below, tell me what you thought. The laps weren't great, but in terms of it, but I'm no Jimmy Broadbent, sorry, I am not him. He's much better than I am. But until next time, thank you very much for watching once again, and until next time, I'll see you again soon. Ta-ra.